a road less travelled. So would you please give a big welcome to Melbourne Chen.
Madam Chairman, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, we have a choice in our life. Do we follow the crowd, the well-worn path, the safe path, or do we follow our own path, our own beliefs, our own interests? Today, I am going to share with you 3 amazing people who have traveled the road less traveled. They choose to bring new concepts to the world, and the result was benefit society. But first, let's start by quoting those key words from Robert Frost's Justly poem, The Road Not Taken. The poem starts, "Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and I am sorry I could not travel both." At the end he said, "I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." From my view of the poem, the poet chose to take a path not taken by others. On this path, he has seen, learned, and experienced what others have not. So too is the world better off when we have those rare insights and ideas that come from individuals who do not follow the crowd. Have you ever stopped and took Vincent van Gogh's legendary painting called The Starry Night? Vincent stood out from other artists because he conveyed his feeling and his state of mind in this painting. He started his painting career in the late 1880s. During that time, painters were using an impressionistic style. Vincent, on the other hand, became a post-impressionistic artist. He used vivid colors, thick application of paint, and distinctive brushstroke. He was more interested in self-expression rather than simply representation. How did the public feel about this new artistic style? Did people appreciate or recognize this new way of self-impression? Of course, people did not recognize the genius he had in that midst. During his lifetime, they did not appreciate what Van Gogh had painted. He painted 2,100 paintings and had only sold one. Van Gogh had always been disapproved of by people, but he believes one day his painting will be appreciated. After he died, many artworks, including the Starry Night, were found. From the 20th century, people have been admiring his painting. Throughout his life, he followed his own style of artwork and has changed the way people paint. It was an idea from a Russian painting that inspired Igor Stravinsky to compose his musical masterpiece, The Rite of Spring. This painting showed a young girl who danced herself to death to offer a sacrifice to the god of spring. This music became a ballet, but not an ordinary ballet. It is a ballet with extravagant music and violent dance steps. Back in his lifetimes, the audience would use to sing ballet. They were beautiful, charming, and elegant, like Swan Lake and the Nutcracker. How did the audience react to something completely opposite? Stravinsky performed the Rite of Spring in Paris for the first time. When the ballet started, within a few minutes, the audience became to boo loudly at the unrecognizable music. There were loud arguments between supporters and opponents, soon followed by fistfight and shouts in alleys. The stadium completely turned into chaos. But it wasn't Stravinsky's fault that the audience didn't like his idea. Stravinsky has introduced new concepts in music, dance, and story. It has inspired many ballet performers all around the world. It has also inspired composers like John Williams, who created the background music for Star Wars. Today, the Rite of Spring is considered to be a milestone in the history of ballet. No other person in the past 30 years has had such an influence on our world as Steve Jobs has. He has changed the way we view the world with his unique creativities and ideas. When Steve was young, he was interested in electronics. He started working on computers with the Hewlett-Packard as an ordinary employee. He could have stayed there and done well, using his design skill to benefit his employer. But he didn't. He traveled the road less traveled. By creating a different type of operation system that will make electronic devices more user-friendly and more efficient. His motivation and hard work had brought a new form of entertainment to the world. Steve has brought us many amazing ideas, like the iPhone and iPad, which have benefited electronic devices more user-friendly and more efficient. He changed the world by guiding and developing the evolution of electronic devices. He endeavored to integrate technology into everyday life and to make it look beautiful, feels beautiful, like a piece of modern artwork. We have looked at 3 people who have followed their own ideas to create a new concept that will revolutionize and benefit the world. Whether it is painting from Vincent van Gogh's artwork, or the inspiration music like Stravinsky composition, not forgetting the technology created from the ingenious mind of Steve Jobs. Those people have taught society to think in a new way. Do we have talents we have never developed? Do we have ideas for changes, but we are afraid to share? At some time in our lives, we all reach the special crossroad. Like I said from the start, do we follow the crowd, the well-worn path, the safe path, or do we follow our own path, our own beliefs, our own interests? I encourage you to follow your beliefs and pursue what's right. Do not give up your beliefs because of what people told you. It is more important to think for yourself and to allow the possibilities within yourself. We do this when we turn away the crowd and follow our own lonely path, the road less traveled.
Adjudicated Melbourne time was 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Melbourne attends North Lakes State College, and his hobbies include basketball, public speaking and study. And his ambitions, you better wait for this one, his ambitions is to become a judge.